How am I going to get to that 8-year-old? How am I going to allow him to understand it's not his fault that the dysfunction of his mother and father, who he looks up to as gods, they were unstable to begin with. They were dysfunctional. It's their fault, has nothing to do with him. Does he think that though? He thinks he's at fault. He thinks he's to blame. He's thinking, well, maybe they're dysfunctional, maybe they're leaving each other because of something I did. Why would my dad abandon me unless I'm bad? What's one of the first things kids learn? What's bad and what's good? What do we do with bad stuff? We remove it and get rid of it, or we throw it away, right? Mom says, that's bad, that's no good. She throws it in garbage, right? Kids learn that right away. That's one of the first things you learn in your developmental milestones. So when your mother and father abandon you and go away or remove you, what do you think? You're the garbage. So kids internalize that. And an 8-year-old can't say, Dad, what's going on here? Can you explain to me what's that? Oh, well, son, sometimes moms and dads don't work. I don't ever remember anybody telling me that conversation. I just heard silence and things that, were bad, and we don't talk about that, and everything gets shoved under. Or you have a school counselor plays with little toys and stuff, and I was like, what the hell? Why am I watching a film strip? What does this have to do with not seeing my dad anymore or not being able to eat? Seeing domestic violence, what does that have to do with that? The cartoon didn't help me any. If someone would have been honest with me and talked to me, or forced my dad or my mom to sit down and actually be honest with me and take responsibility for their dysfunction and explain it to me and then say, hey, we're going to do something about it, that would have cured me. That would have fixed me. That would have allowed me to move forward. But nobody did that.